Good afternoon, I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, the 91st annual Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival is underway in downtown Pineville. Dylan Scott was in concert last night, and the princess coronation is later tonight. WYMT's Alyssa Williams is there right now watching all the festivities unfold. And Alyssa, how's the weather down in Bell County?
Steve, it was definitely a dreary start to the festival, but nothing is standing in the way of the pageant candidates, the vendors, and everyone else in between. The 2022 Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival began on Thursday, with the weather becoming the biggest hurdle for organizers.
We had a tornado alert last night, so we were able to make it through that. So if we can make it through a tornado alert, like on Thursday, the opening of it, it's all downhill from here. It's fine.
One of the festival's directors, Rebecca Shelby, says if people can get past the rain, the festival offers something for everyone to enjoy.
If you are in pageants, we've got 2 of those. If you like food and shopping, we have that. If you like carnivals and rides, we have that. We have everything for everybody of all ages.
Friday night also marks the Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival Princess Coronation, where one lucky high schooler will be crowned.
I can't wait to see who they picked it. I'm so excited for everybody.
Tonight's coronation will take place inside the Pineville High School Orville Engel Gymnasium before the festival begins again bright and early tomorrow morning. In Pineville, Alyssa Williams, WYMT Mountain News. Steve.
All right, Alyssa, thank you very much. And following the princess coronation tonight will be a lip sync battle at the Courthouse Square in downtown Pikeville. Of course, the Queen coronation takes place tomorrow, and as a tradition, the governor will crown the Queen. So lots of tradition-rich activities in downtown Pikeville during this festival.
And the showers have been off and on as we've gone through the daytime hours today here in downtown Pineville. But the good news, the sun's out right now. Though I will say, we're not done with those rain chances just yet. Outside right now, let's take it to the other end of the viewing area out towards I-75 at Mount Vernon. Things are looking rather okay right now. Some sunshine there as well as we continue to watch some of those fair weather clouds move on through. Buffalo Mountain in Perry County, sun is out. Feeling pretty good. Sitting at 68 degrees, and we're starting to see some of that blue sky return out there this afternoon. You can see where the rain has been. It's been a little cooler across the eastern sections of the viewing area. We're at 63 Clintwood, 61 in Pikeville, 67 Harlan, 73 to our south in Middlesboro, upper 60s to low 70s elsewhere where we've seen a little bit more sunshine throughout the day today. A look at pinpoint Doppler. We've got some heavier showers in parts of Logan and Mingo counties in West Virginia over toward the Phelps area, eastern parts of Pike County. And eventually, as we head over into portions of southwest Virginia, not too far from Grundy right now, getting in on some heavy rain, some spotty downpours elsewhere. So you'll want to be aware of that, especially if you're headed out to the Mountain Laurel Festival this afternoon and this evening. Keep that WYMT weather app handy, especially if you're headed out, because you'll see we still do have some showers in the forecast before we start to eventually dry out as we head into the overnight and drop those temperatures into the 50s. I'll have the very latest on what that Memorial Day weekend forecast looks like coming up in just a few minutes. Steve?
All right, Evan, thank you. Eastern Kentuckians gathered this afternoon at the First Church of God in Jackson ahead of Memorial Day to remember those who sacrificed their lives for our country. We talked with a Gold Star family who lives in Jackson. They tell us their son Ben was a Marine who died serving our country in 2013. He was only 25 years old. The family tells us they encourage people to stop and reflect on what Memorial Day really means.
We don't want our son ever forgotten. And as long as we have these memorial ceremonies, parades, and all throughout our nation, our son and other Gold Star families' sons and daughters will not be forgotten.
We are told 177 Breathitt Countyans have lost their lives in service to our country. Mountain Comprehensive Care Center hosted its Veterans Stand Down and Job Fair today at Archer Park. The event, back for its 4th year after being canceled the last 2, invited veterans to the park for food, music, resources, and more. From job applications to medical resources and everything in between, those involved say it's a day about connections and giving back to those who gave so much.
Veterans that come to these events, I have heard from them directly about, I was put in contact with someone that helped me with employment or helped me with placement for housing, that helped me get enrolled for health care, and it literally changed their life.
Hear more about today's Stand Down event, including reaction from one of the veterans impacted by events like this, coming up at 6. With Memorial Day just around the corner, tens of thousands of musicians are gearing up to play in one of the largest musical performances of all time, Taps Across America. On Monday at 3 o'clock sharp, they'll play Taps to remember America's fallen. CBS's Elise Preston introduces us to a Vietnam veteran who's been participating in the event since it began.
Doug Nerlich runs through a series of scales and then stands quietly, his demeanor changing as he practices playing taps. Drafted into the Vietnam War as an Army medic, he was not able to save all the service members he served alongside.
I think there's an additional layer of trauma and meaning when you lose somebody who you knew as a friend, as a comrade.
On Memorial Day last year and the year before, at 3 p.m., Nerlich went into his yard to play taps, the notes from his trombone drifting through his New Jersey neighborhood. He'll do it again this year, joining a growing number of musicians participating in this new national tradition. CBS's Steve Hartman teamed up with retired Air Force bugler Yari Villanueva to launch Taps Across America in 2020.
We were just looking for a way to commemorate the holiday right in the depths of the pandemic when parades were canceled. And the fact that this is now happening, tens of thousands of times over, from the tallest mountains to the beaches, people are pausing for those 24 notes to commemorate what the holiday is really all about.
Any musician can participate, and everyone is encouraged to step outside, to listen and reflect.
I want this ultimately to be inescapable.
Nerlich says he feels duty-bound to play and share with his neighbors.
It's a way of honoring those that made that sacrifice.
The ultimate sacrifice for country. Elise Preston, CBS News, Wyckoff, New Jersey.
A great new tradition. Steve Hartman is asking buglers, trumpeters, and really anyone to continue growing this new tradition, and by playing taps at 3 o'clock sharp local time on Memorial Day. Well, millions of Americans are hitting the road for this Memorial Day weekend, and these trips are going to be more expensive than usual. Gas Buddy says holiday weekend gas prices are the highest they have been since 2012. But travelers will feel the pinch in other parts of their trip as well. New data says hotel prices have jumped 42% compared to last year, and airfare is up 6%. Despite this, AAA believes Americans will not be stopped. The latest projection is 34.9 million people will drive 50 miles or more over the long weekend. WYMT's Zach Hawk will have a look at how Memorial Day travel is looking along I-75 in London in our next half hour. And the higher prices do not stop at travel. Most food prices have shot up during the past few months, but one item is holding steady for now: rotisserie chickens. Although other chicken products, including eggs, have become noticeably more expensive recently, many retailers aren't budging on this. And analysts say retailers hope if consumers come in for a rotisserie chicken, they will also buy other items. They also say most customers remember how much the rotisserie chicken cost before, so a price hike would be more noticeable. Let's head over to Wall Street on this Friday before Memorial Day. The Dow closes up more than 576 points, so a good end to the week before the long holiday weekend. We'll have more financial news in our next half hour. But straight ahead here on First at 4, healthcare experts are warning folks to protect their skin as we head into the summer season.
And, well, we've got some clouds back here in downtown Pineville, but that's not dampening the spirit here at the Mountain Laurel Festival. I've got the latest on the forecast for the rest of the festival and your Memorial Day holiday weekend coming up.